Hi, in this lesson, let's see how to create display campaign. So let's go into the interface and go to the campaigns, and here let's create new campaign. Okay, so it is up to you what goal you want to select. Here I am going with the no goal guidance and go for the display. So make sure that you choose proper conversion action in order to track the conversions, and here either you can give your website here or in the next place. Let's name this. Okay, so let's name this as PMV test display campaign. Right, and continue. Start new. Let's go one by one. Okay, so it is the location. I am selecting India. Languages I am selecting all. Next, ad rotation, you know, right? Always choose best performing ad. And in the ad schedule, it is up to you what strategy you wanted to utilize. I want to show ads on all lists, so I am leaving it as it is. So when it comes to devices, here we have some advanced options. In the previous campaign types, we have only 3 options, right? We have either mobiles or computers or tablets. But for display, demand gen and video campaigns, we have some advanced targeting options. So show on all ads is one option, and when you select the second option, you see you have other options as well. You have computers, okay, you have mobiles, and when it comes to computers, you can also select in on what operating system you want to show your ads, right? Or for mobiles, let's say you wanted to show only on Android devices, there is an option here. Likewise, based on the software also, or based on the operating system, you can choose on what operating systems you wanted to show your ads. Similarly, we also have device models when it comes to mobiles. You see, for Android, what is the device, what is the brand that you are using, right? You see, you can search. Okay, for Apple, you have different models here. You can also check here. You see, iPad, iPhone, iPod, like this. We have some advanced options here. Unknown, right? Likewise, you have some advanced options. So basically what happens, we can select the first option only, show on all devices, but if you have any specific criteria, you can choose with this. Okay, likewise Microsoft, and you can also have some networks here. You see, so as I am in India, I have some networks that are available here. You see, Reliance Jio, Airtel, BSNL, Idea, these are the telecom networks that are available in India. So based on your region, these might vary. Okay, so but I suggest you to go with the all device only, but if you have any specific criteria, obviously you can choose the second option. And next is the campaign URL options. This is a tracking template setup. I have clearly explained you this, right? So you can utilize this for tracking the clicks. And next is the dynamic ad feed. So here you can use either your merchant center, okay, according to the product feed, your ads will appear on the display network, okay, or you can also have a new feed where you can create new feed. Let's duplicate this tab and I will show you how to create the new feed. So you can choose what is the new feed that you want, right? So here let's discard this and go to tools, business data, tools, and here it is business data. Here you see, you just click on this plus button and here you have dynamic ad feed. So based on the industry you are in, you can choose these options. Let's say if you are in education industry, click on it, and here you can download this template, and according to the template you prepare the feed and you can upload it here. After you upload it here, it will appear here, And we have seen, right, when we create these page feeds, so in the similar way you need to create this and upload it here. Okay, and after you upload it here, it will be appearing here. So you can use that feed to show ads to the users accordingly. If you are using e-commerce, obviously you can choose this merchant center feed, right? So if you have any filters, you can use those filters, or if you don't have any filters, or you can leave it as it is. It is up to you how you wanted to use it, right? So here I am not going to use this feed, I am closing it. And start date and end date, you know, right? So, and content exclusion, we have discussed this in detail in the previous lesson. What is this content exclusion? So next, click on next. So let's give budget here as 100 rupees and choose the bidding strategy. So here I am choosing viewable impressions, but as I told you, we have some other bidding options also. You see, these are the bidding strategies that are available. So here I am selecting viewable CPM, and the CPM cost is, let's give it as 30, right? And next. So this is the targeting. So you have to remember one thing: whatever you add as a targeting in display campaign or in video campaign, by default they will be considered, or they will be going into the targeting mode. We have two options, right? We have targeting and observation. So in those two options, for display and video campaigns, by default targeting will be selected. Okay, please remember this. So let's add these audiences. Let's say for audiences, I wanted to target those students in market audiences. Okay, in market, and I wanted to target education. Okay, and just click on done after you adding your audiences. So when you add audiences here, optimize targeting will be turned on. It is up to you whether you wanted to turn on this or turn off this. I have discussed it, right? So when to use optimize targeting and when not to use optimize targeting, and what happens if you use optimize targeting, and the benefits of using optimize targeting. So as I told you, when optimize targeting is turned off, whatever the targetings that you give here, Google algorithms will be restricted only those targets. If you turn on this optimize targeting, whatever the targetings that you have provided, Google algorithm will take them as signals and will try to reach other similar audiences, right? So as a best practice, optimized targeting should be turned off for the remarketing campaigns. Please remember this one. Okay, so next let's add other targetings as well. Demographics, we want to target all the ages and genders. Next is the keywords. So let's say I wanted to target those articles which has Google Ads keyword, right? So on the right side you can see the estimates, what is the number of people you are eligible to reach, right? And next is the topic. So it is up to you what topic you wanted to choose. So let's say here I am choosing this jobs and education, right? And next, placements. So here I am not going to exclude or add any of the placements. Let's leave it as it is. So again let's observe carefully. So when I have selected this optimized targeting, here it is showing suggest, right? That means that the Google algorithm is going to consider these targets as a signals. But when I turn off this one, it is changing to choose. That means it will be restricted to the targets that you have provided here. So as this is not a remarketing campaign, I am choosing to opt in to use optimized targeting, right? So next, click on next. So here you need to provide the ad. You need to create the ad. The ad in the display campaign is the responsive display ad. So just first give the final URL first. So this is the final URL, right? So here it is not there. Let's go here and paid media varsity, right? And nice. This is the final URL. You give it here. Business name is the paid media varsity. This is nice. And images, you can give up to 15 images, right? So at least one landscape image is required and at least one square image is required. So let's go into it. So I have shown you how to add these images in the previous lessons, right? First you have to upload them into the asset library, then only you will be able to add them to the campaigns. So I am adding this one and click on save. Logo is mandatory, okay, and videos, it is optional. It is up to you whether you wanted to add the videos or not. And headlines, descriptions, you see, one headline is let's add one headline. So here, get paid for your advertising, we don't want this one, so let's add this one, right? So I am closing this tab, go here and add it here, right? And next, learn from experts. Nice. Next is the long headline, your gateway, okay. So next is the description, copy and paste, right? So these are the minimum requirements. If you observe here, the dimensions of the images, you see the recommended size is 1200 into 628, and for the square it is 1:1, and for the portrait it is 9:16. According to the requirement, you have to provide the images, okay. So make sure that you give as many as assets as possible, right? Then only these Google algorithms can customize, can combine the assets and show them according to the user behavior and the layout of the website to which the user has entered, right? We have seen how these display ads appear in the previous lesson. In the same way, according to the layout appear, according to the size of the layout, the Google algorithms will try to push these ads to show to the users, right? So this is a very simple campaign. Only thing is you have to understand the concepts better. So here you also have the ad strength. You can see here how many images you have added, videos, headlines, descriptions, and what is the ad strength here. So accordingly you can create this ad copy, right? And at the bottom you have a call to action. You just click on call to action. Let's say, oh, let's go for visit site. Nice, this is site. So this is a very simple campaign creation. The only thing is you need to understand the concepts clearly and just click on next, right? After you click on next, it will check for any of the errors. Let's wait few seconds. You see here the campaign has got reviewed by the algorithm, and after you review all these options and just click on publish, your campaign will be published. That's it. So this is a very simple campaign creation, okay. So I suggest you to go through and create this campaign. Let's wait. Yeah, your campaign is created. Just close this one. So after you create this campaign, there is few settings that you need to be aware of. Go to the settings. Here we have discussed all these settings before, right? We have discussed the status, conversion goals, objective, location, language, bidding, budget, rotation, and start date and end date, devices, URL option, dynamic feed, URL value rules, content exclusion, IP exclusion, right? So one new thing here that you are seeing is frequency management. So this option allows you to set a limit of how many ads you want to show per user per day. Let's say you want to show only 3 ads per day for your user. You can set it here, okay. So let's say set a preference, manage impressions here, how many. So each ad, each campaign, the whole campaign, it is up to you how you wanted to choose. Let's say I wanted to choose according to the ad, each ad to let's say I wanted to show only 3 ads, right, per day. It is up to you, you see, per day or per week or per month. So when you set this one, this means that when the ad will be shown to the user only 3 times per day. That's it. This is what the frequency management is. So I hope you have understood this lesson. So and everything we have discussed, okay, all these options we have discussed. So I suggest you to create this campaign in your test account. so that you will be knowing all these steps how to create this display campaign. So we will meet in the next one.